Pay attention, you bastards.
Let's get right into it. The fight. Shout out Bud, man. Shout out Bud, bro. I felt like it was his time. I was not always a fan of Bud. I feel like it was his time, though. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it was his time. I feel like everybody has their moments. Everybody has their era. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he climbed and he really got to that point. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, yo, I'm about to be the next Floyd. And again, I always say, man, I say Floyd is the GOAT for a reason. I'm not saying he's the GOAT because, you know, all the money. I'm not saying that part. You know what I'm saying? I think having dedication, and I feel like being yourself, you know what I'm saying? Being yourself and having dedication. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a huge part of being great. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't understand. And it's not to get off subject with Bud because this is about Bud. But I want to say that to be a great, you got to be dedicated. I feel like you have to be on point with things. I feel like you have to be, you know, serious about what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Floyd was the most serious. I remember going to the club and seeing Floyd go to the club, pop bottles, and run back to the hotel. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing he's running back to the hotel, right? That was a thing. In Vegas, Floyd used to run straight back to the hotel. I would look online, I would see little things, and I'm like, damn, how do you go to the club and be like, yo, I'm about to run back? Y'all gonna drink, y'all gonna smoke, y'all gonna do whatever y'all doing. Y'all gonna pop y'all pills, y'all gonna take the females back to the crib, take them to the hotel, whatever y'all doing. This nigga Floyd would run back from the club to the hotel or to the crib. You know what I'm saying? Just showing your dedication. And I feel like, again, Bud is the type of fighter that he shows that. He shows that I'm a serious dude. I don't care about the money. like Bud said, yo, I'm driving a motherfucking pickup truck. I got a pickup. I remember Shannon Sharp was interviewing him, and he was just like, yo, I drive a pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna get me to the same destination. And I feel like that's where Bud is at. Bud is like, yo, like, I'm focused on fighting. I'm focused on winning. I'm focused on being the best that I can be. And that's exactly what he did. So to be able to stand toe to toe with a Canelo ain't a pushover. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, he's not a guy that you can just walk through like that. And to see Bud just walk through him, it's like, come on now. That shows something. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, shout out Bud, man. That was an amazing victory. Shout out Bud, you know what I'm saying, for just being serious about the game, being serious about the sport, being serious about, you know, just getting to that level of greatness. And he was already there. Like, this fight didn't, to me, like, it didn't make him, it took him to a different level, but to me, he was already at that level. To me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but having this fight and winning this fight, it just went ahead and showed, like, he's not a guy that's going to give up. He's not a guy that's going to come playing around. Like, I feel like Adrian Broner, I feel like this nigga just be, you know what I'm saying? He could be the next guy, but Adrian Broner, I feel like be, you know, he's not as focused. You know what I'm saying? He's not as focused. Like, I always get, as much as I got to go back to Floyd. You could tell in the Floyd era who is serious. Like, Floyd play around, he make his jokes and shit like that, but the nigga is serious. He's serious. He's gonna get out there and really put in the work. He's gonna get out there and really say, yo, I'm gonna train and give this shit my best. You know what I'm saying? And I'm taking this shit serious. And I'm taking this serious not for 1-2 years. I'm taking this serious for 10, 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes a lot of dedication. I feel like Bud is one of them guys. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Bud, man. Shout out Bud. And again, man, this is not to take nothing away from Canelo, because I feel like Canelo is an amazing fighter. Canelo is a guy that got out here and put them numbers in. Like, I don't know his exact record, but he's 62 fights. Come on, man. 62? And I believe he won 60, if I'm not mistaken, he won 60 plus. 60 plus fights you won. Come on now. Like, that's not nothing to just breeze over. To win 60 something fights straight. That's something to really look at. You know what I'm saying? So shout out Canelo. But, you know, I feel like Canelo had his time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, it's not to say that Canelo is done, he's over with, but it's just to say that you see people that's rising. And I feel like Bud was just a better man in this fight. I feel like Bud was a better man. He came prepared. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see, you know, what Bud does from here. He's in that conversation of greats. That's why you can compare him to a Floyd. You can compare him to a, you know, Muhammad Ali, a Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? You can compare him to, just on the record, on who he is and what he's doing for the culture. He is the greatest of his time. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, shout out Bud. I think it was an amazing victory. And outside of the win, I respected the humility for sure. I think the humility is everything. You know what I'm saying? To see what Bud did, where he gave back his belts. You know what I'm saying? Where he was like, yo, Canelo, you know, respect. I want to give you a belt. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not yours no more, nigga. Even though it's not yours no more. You know what I'm saying? You got the respect. Just the humility. You got to respect that. You got to respect him just stepping out and saying, hey, look. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And, you know, he had his little thing with his daughter, waved at his daughter, and, you know what I'm saying? I thought that was cool. I love seeing that. I love seeing, as much as these other dudes is entertaining when they be going back and forth and arguing and fighting, as much as that's like a funny thing, or as much as that is a thing of, you know, excitement, because you're like, yo, like, these niggas about to get it in. As much as it's that, it's also, you know, being you know, just a humble person. I think that says a lot about your character. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, just shout out Bud all around the board. Just winning the fight, working hard, but also saying to himself, hey, look, man, I'm not about to, like, I'm gonna still be respectful. Canelo was respectful as well. So to see that, man, is just, it's dope. It's grown man shit. You know what I'm saying? So to see that shit is dope, man. So again, man, shout out Bud. I'm excited. Like I said, I'm excited to see, you know, what he gonna do next. I mean, what y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. Who y'all think he fighting next? Because they saying a few names. I heard Benavidez. They throwing out Benavidez. And I think Benavidez is an amazing fighter. You know, he has that record, that 30-0. You know what I'm saying? Knocking shit out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Benavidez would be dope. They're throwing some other names around, but, you know, I feel like just that alone would be dope. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited to see where it go. And again, if he chooses not to fight anymore, again, man, that's an amazing record. We can't frown or turn our nose up at 40-0. Because you ain't got 40 fights. Do you got 40 fights? Let me know. Do y'all got 40 fights under y'all belt? Get in the chat. Do y'all got 40 fights under y'all belt? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to know somebody has that and somebody is, you know, they in there, it's like, come on now. You got to give respect where respect is due. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, as always, man, I appreciate the love and support. Appreciate y'all watching. Y'all see, I got my new setup, man. I'm doing something different, man. I got my new setup. I wanted something more chill, laid back vibe. You know what I'm saying? Little office vibe. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, on some different shit, on some chill shit, man. So again, man, appreciate the love and support, man. As always, man, appreciate the love and support, man. If you haven't, make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe. You know, follow the page, man. Like, and tap in with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and I subscribe back, I follow back, man. I'm always interested in seeing people's perspectives and what they talking about, what they got going on, man. So, you know, make sure y'all tap in. And I appreciate y'all, man. Catch y'all on the next one.